Hey guys, and welcome to the final episode of All Folked Up. It's been a long journey. We've talked about the past, as far back as the Middle Ages. We've talked about folk music in the 20th century, giving root to a new wave of activism. And now it's time to talk about where folk music is today. So this episode is going to be all about modern folk music. It's really hard to define what folk music is today and the genre's role in the modern world because it means so many different things to so many different people. And as a result of that, a lot of folk music has been divided into smaller subcategories. Folk music provides a foundation for a lot of genres we know and love today, like Americana, bluegrass, blues, roots music, and it's blended with other genres like folk punk, folk pop, folk rock, and indie folk. While a lot of these genres sound pretty different and varied, they do have the same folk identity of telling one's own story through music. Some folk artists today who are pretty popular include Hozier, the Lumineers, Mumford & Sons, AJJ, Bon Iver, Fleet Foxes, and some of those artists have become more mainstream in recent years while others remain sort of on the fringes of modern music. Other artists who might not sound like folk artists but still have that core foundation of storytelling are ones like Sufjan Stevens or Neutral Milk Hotel. All of these artists are super cool, and if you haven't checked them out, I totally recommend that you do so. A lot of folk musicians are also singer-songwriters, which makes a lot of sense considering that folk music is meant to be telling one's own story, so what better way to do that than writing songs about your own experiences? These days, people can sing about pretty much anything they want. There are certain things that never change about the human condition, and those include things like love, sadness, happiness, death. These are things that, funnily enough, we were hearing all the way back in early English folk music. Side note, if you haven't checked out the other episodes on this channel, including the one about early English folk music, you probably should, so check those out in my channel down below. In today's folk music, though, artists have a lot more freedom in choosing what they want to sing about or tell their stories about. I mentioned Sufjan Stevens earlier. He's got a lot of music about his childhood. He's got an album called Karen Lowell about his mother, and an album called Illinois, which features a lot of tracks about his childhood and his experiences in childhood, which is super interesting because they're very specific to him. A lot of folk singers write songs not only about their experiences, but about the experiences of people they know or the place they grew up. And some might say that that doesn't make it authentic folk music, but personally, I believe that as long as you're telling stories with authenticity, then that's folk music right there. The people way back when we were talking about early English folk music, they weren't Robin Hood, but they were singing songs about Robin Hood, and that's okay, because in the wise words of singer-songwriter Alex Smith, folk music is music that uses specific stories to communicate universal emotions. And that's really what we've been talking about the whole time. When you tell a story through folk music, you're not just telling that one story, you're expressing emotions that everybody can relate to. So even though these stories can be very specific, they can be stories about your very personal childhood or a folk tale that it definitely didn't actually happen, that's okay because the emotions contained in that music are things that anyone can understand no matter what. And that, I think, is why storytelling through folk music works so well. Folk music isn't always flashy. It isn't always popular. It isn't always on the top of the charts, playing on the radio or on the top of the Spotify playlist. It's music that's from the heart, and sometimes people don't find that as marketable as, more showy, poppy songs that you hear every day on the radio. But when you're telling a story like that, and that story is honest and it's authentic and it has heart, there's always going to be somebody who wants to listen. Anyway, that's the end of this episode of All Folked Up, and to commemorate the end of the series, I've written a little medley of my favorite folk songs from over time. And my guitar playing isn't the best, but I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. So, here's that. By a lonely prison wall, I heard a young girl call. hove our ship to. With the wind from southwest, boys, we hove our ship to. Deep soundings to take. 'Twas 45 fathoms with a white sandy bottom. So we squared our main yard and the channel did make. We'll rent and we'll roar like true British sailors. We'll rent and we'll roar all on the salt seas until we strike soundings in the channel of old England. From Ushan to Scilly 'tis 35 leagues. How many roads must a man walk down before you call him a man? How many seas must the white dove sail before she sleeps in the sand? Yes, and how many times must the cannonballs fly before they're forever banned? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. I couldn't utter my love when it counted. But I'm singing like a bird about it now. And I couldn't whisper when you needed it shouted. But I'm singing like a bird about it now. Words hung above, but never would form like a cry at the final breath that is drawn. Remember me, love, when I'm reborn as the shrike to your sharp and glorious thorn. As the shrike to your sharp and glorious thorn. Thank you guys all for watching All Folked Up. I hope you enjoyed this series as much as I did. If there's anything else I had to say to you all, it's keep telling your stories in whatever forms they may come. This series has been a lot of fun to make, and I've learned a lot about folk music and storytelling, not just as a musician, but as a person, and relating to others with music. And I'm rambling now, so I guess that's it. Thank you so much.